Welcome to the tutorial of the head and neck. Frontal bone, parietal bone, temporal bone, sphenoid, occipital bone, maxilla, mandible, zygomatic bone, lacrimal bone, ethmoid bone, that is a good view of the sphenoid bone, inferior nasal concha. Will you be my palatine bone? That is an upside down heart. Think of that, and it's over there because it is Valentine's palatine. Nasal bone. Vomer, vomer, vomer. First rib. Atlas, axis. Hyoid bone. Sternum. Vertebrae prominence. C7. We are looking at the mandible bone. Whatever's in blue, that is highlighted. Starting off, ramus, mandible body, coronoid process, condyle, notch of mandible, also known as ramus, angle of mandible, mental foramen. Don't forget your neck, which is not right there, but right after this condyle, you'll have the neck, which connects to the condyle. Welcome to the occipital bone. Here we have the external occipital protuberance of occiput. Then you have the nuchal line of occiput, and then the whole is the foramen magnum of occipital bone. Hello, I am sphenoid and I am a bat. This is my greater wing. This is my lateral pterygoid plate. And now, are you ready to see the spine of the sphenoid bone? You can find that on my butt. Right there you see the little tiny circle. That is the spine of sphenoid bone. Looking closely at the sternum, we have the manubrium. Let's take a look closely, even more. So, the jugular notch of the sternum is located right there. And just to clarify, this is the sternum body, and Inferior to that, you've got the xiphoid process. Looking closely here at the temporal bone, we've got the mastoid process. External auditory meatus, mandibular fossa, zygomatic process, an articular tubercle, and then this little pointy thing like a stylus is styloid process. This here you're looking at is the atlas. Let's shift our perspective right here. This is the anterior arch of atlas, and on the sides we have the transverse process, but more specifically we have the transverse foramen on the cervical vertebra. Here we have the atlas on the top. This figure sticking up is called the dens. And here we have the spinous process. This is a part of the thoracic vertebra. On the sides we have the transverse process. And here is the spinous process. Let's take a look here and explore the zygomatic bone. Here we are, it is secluded now. So this is the temporal process of the zygomatic bone. Here we have a scapula. Let's take a look closer. We have the acromion process right there. And here is the inferior angle. And here is the spine of scapula. So here we got the clavicle, femur, ilium. These are your ribs. Looking posterior, we've got the first thoracic vertebra, third thoracic vertebra, seventh thoracic vertebra. Taking a look closer at the sacrum, we see the first sacral vertebra up on the top and the second sacral vertebra. Take a look at the vertebra and all of the landmarks. Starting anteriorly, we've got the body of the vertebra. Then we have the pedicles. And here are the lamina. And here are the superior articular processes and the inferior and the inferior articular processes. Here is the transverse processes, and here is the spinous process. Inside the hole, can you guess it? That is the vertebral foramen. Let's take a look at the femur up close. Can you guess where the greater trochanter of the femur is? That would be right there. Here we have the ilium. Up on top, that would be the iliac crest of ilium. And this pointy little thing is the anterior superior iliac spine. And underneath that is the posterior superior iliac spine.